Hey YouTube, it's Leah Lauder, your favorite mega church cult survivor. And I'm live on TikTok and I'm going to go live on Instagram now if I can, like this. No, I can't. I've got to pick up the phone. We're going to go live on Insta as well, just so I'm not duplicating myself. All right. Yes, sir. Hey Instagram, it's your favorite mega church cult survivor Leah Lauder, and I'm live on TikTok and I'm live on YouTube. Thanks for liking the live TikTok. And yeah, I'm a mega church cult survivor, as you know. I've spent 18 years in my church. I don't know, I think I'm here to like clear up quite a lot today. You know, I spent 18 years in a mega church cult that changed a lot over the years, because people are trying to insinuate this was the latest one. That's why I wasn't even going to come on tonight, but I said, nah, man, I've got to come and set the record straight. Tried to say to me, if I was following money if I was following money in the pot, babe, I'm gonna have to do a little follow-up video tomorrow. I hope I'm feeling good so I can put on like a, you know, like a club dress and that, and put on my lashes and that, just because sometimes I just need to remind people, Jer, because I came from the X Factor, babe. I didn't just come from Anawar. I'm hood royalty. I'm hood royalty. That's what I am, sweetie. Do you know what I mean? You lot better get it. If you don't know, you better get to know, babe. You better get to know, Jer. You better get to know outside in these streets. Somebody better tell you, babe. And if you didn't know, you gonna know to know. Do you know what I'm saying? Are you having a laugh? Like, I was that hood princess that went on X Factor, babe. The whole hood, all the shots, everybody. It was the whole ends, babe. Everybody was out. Don't ever get it twisted, baby. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm a hood princess. Let's not go there. So when I came into the cult, I was bringing the hood into the church. Let's not ever get it twisted, baby. Let's not ever get it twisted. I was bringing the GMs into the cult. People were coming to see me sing for free. Don't ever get it twisted. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I've just come on. But when you're trying to do what? She came for them. Babe, I left the money. I left the top shotters. And I'll tell you something. I'm not trying to endorse that life. But baby, I never worked a proper job, Chair. When I was with them, I was just doing a little retail thing on the side to make it look like you're doing something, like you're trying. Because then they'll give you, like, they don't just want you to be sitting, like, doing nothing when you don't have that. But you've got to be trying to do a thing, like, show you're making an effort. Oh, please. Are you having a laugh? Oh, my God. Let's not do that, babe. I don't want to do that. So I was getting my bills paid from 15 years old. From 15 years old, man, them were buying me jewelry and whatnot. Let's not do that. We're not going to do that. So that's the first one. The only thing that was tied to that was because my boyfriend was unalived in police custody. Oh, you lot, don't you think that's really sad? What's happened to that William McNeil guy? Have you lot heard about that just quickly? Seeing as they were going into the police brutality lane. Basically, there was a guy from the US. He was stopped and his window didn't work to like wind it down. So the police have through the window and then just banged him like just right in the drawer chair. And because he's sitting down and he weren't expecting it. Oh, it's just a lot. So anyway, now there's this thing like he's on the news, he's talking about etc. But I just wanted to stop. I've got to mention it. I'm not going to go into it too much because I just, you know, my boyfriend was unalived in the police custody and it is really triggering. But as a social justice activist, I do have to mention it because there's three main things that I do advocate the most for, which is police brutality, because my boyfriend was unalived in police custody. And I've seen a lot of police brutality in my work and, you know, being with GMs and whatever. And also in secure estates and prison institutions. And then women's rights, and then this whole like religious cult stuff. Yeah, like that's the main three. It's so sad, isn't it? It's just, you know, it's just a miracle that he's alive. That's all I said. I was just like, oh, thank God he's alive. Do you know what I mean? All right. I want to talk a little bit tonight about the pseudo personality. I'm going to start with that because I've put up a post that's gone viral, and I'm so grateful to God that that post has gone viral because the page was slowing down a bit, and I just gave it all to God. I took some time off. Oh, hey, Nance. Thanks, my love, because I know it's not by my power, my strength, or by my might. Do you know what I mean? It's by his spirit, saith the Lord. So if my views or something ain't happening, I know that I need to draw back and that's my time to listen. Or don't you love a bit of D'Angelo? Can you not hear it? Hey, Featherstones in the cup. So for me, once I started doing that, it's like everything just aligned. And do you know what the funny thing is, guys? You see that post that's gone viral, and I haven't had a post that's gone that viral for a hot minute. It was in my drafts, like from months ago. It was just me. I don't even know why I was filming. I was just, because it was there for months. I don't even know how old that is. And then I was like, oh, I've got to start putting something up because I was just so severely depressed. And I was deleting some pictures and I found that one and I put it over and I just said, you know what, I'm just going to write a little bit about how I felt at the time. And so what I'm going to be trying to do is moving forward is bringing you guys into a really personal lens of my life. Like when I'm in manic episodes, when I'm in like, I don't know, just, you know, like those depressive episodes, because with BPD, you're all right for a little bit and then you just crumble, you just crash. So I'm going to be bringing you lot in. I'm starting to feel better, my love. I'm going to be starting to bring you lot into that very personal realm of my mental health, my mental and my physical health. So I'm going to be, the contents, we're going to go a bit deeper now, guys. It's going to start getting, hey, Pat. It's going to start going deeper. But anyway, let's talk about the pseudo personality, guys. Like up the live here because you know they're active. Mods be on deck here. All right. So I did that video and then it's gone viral. And oh, you're trying to figure out if you get manic. Just record it when you think you're getting manic. Just keep a diary. Just record it. So when you go to a mental health professional, because I didn't even realize that's what I was doing. And then one day I described it to the doctor when mental health services team started taking over my care. And 100 and something people on the FYP. Thanks, Nance. And then I showed him the video. I was like, I said, I'm disabled. How did I even do this at the time? Like, do you not remember when I was doing the Dancing Stars and then the next day I was in the hospital? Thanks, Queen Nance. It's like you don't even feel it. Like I've got backache. Like, yeah, that's like when people are in bipolar, they can have like serious things wrong with them and they're out in the club every night, chair. Do you know what I'm saying? King Joker in the cut, Queen Lucia, that's like what happens. But there's different types of manic as well. Do you know what I mean? It can be like in your house as well, like obsessing over things, not eating too much. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of different, it just depends, yeah? So film it when you think it's happening. When I showed the guy, he was like, yeah, the doctor, he told me that was a manic episode, all right? Because I don't like to throw these things around. That's why I've kind of refrained from talking about like ADHD, especially autism, because I haven't got my diagnoses. Even though I know like, and there's people with diagnosed ADHD. Hey, Paris! Have said like you defo like are ADHD, but still I'll talk on it a bit. But now that I've got the BPD, like it's like 30 and the CPTSD diagnosis, I am gonna, and my physical health diagnoses, I am gonna be, but I think this is a season of God teaching me to like slow down, because yeah, that support's so important, my love. To slow down, because I don't think I've ever, that's why this time, like I've been working since I was 16 years old. Do you know what I'm saying? And just giving my body a little bit of time to just try and just regulate and just heal, man. Because I don't even know, I might just be like this, like, and I actually have peace with that as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a homebody. I like being inside. I like myself. I love myself. I love spending time with myself. And that's why you have to find like that inner heaven. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you have to, it's a state of mind and being. That's why I've really been, I didn't realize, but that was what was happening. And I'm so happy that I'm here, and you know, the medication is helping me a lot to think a bit more straight. Thanks, Paris. So you lot are going to start seeing some really good content. I can't say when. It will come when it comes. Do you know what I mean? Like when the time is right. Thanks, Linda Hair Beauty, for the follow. Comes when it comes, because I'm not in control. That's how I see it. The more I'm healing, the more I'm. Oh, it's just beautiful. I just love God, man. God is all I have. Oh, thanks, Faith. So are you, girl. You know, God has always been there, man. Always just, you know, catches me when I fall. Just catches me, just picks me up, man. Just holds me in his arms. Like, such an amazing feeling to be, you know, connected to the Creator and to feel that love and that abundance and that. It's beautiful. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to God for just being there. Just being there, man. Because when you don't have anyone else, but big up all the atheists though, you know I love y'all. Please don't feel isolated. It's just, you know, this is what I have to do, guys. This is what my truth is. Just like, you know, your truth, might be, you know, not believing in something or having a certain mindset. It's just like, I just think it's about respecting everyone's views anyway, but I just don't want it to be triggering. I just don't want it to be triggering, Jill. All right. So let's get into it. Oh, I think I'm going to have to lie down a bit today because, guys, I wasn't even going to come on here wearing anything, you know. I was just going to come on with the cover. Because I was like, oh, I've promised to come on, do you know what I mean? And I really want to come on and see everyone because I really missed coming on yesterday. But I had to do that for my sister. Thanks, Faith. I had to, guys. Because my sister has really... My sister's my rider on alive. She's my rider, yeah. That girl has really been there for me. I can't even lie. Like... And she's done so much healing work. I'm so proud of her, like the woman that she's become and the mother that she is. And so beautiful to see, man. But you know, like these institutions, like they'll demonize everything. Like they're like, oh, out of wedlock. Da, da, da. But you don't see how someone's like been a beautiful mother, like caring for their child. Like, you know, everything's so negative in their chat. It's so low vibrational, isn't it? Yeah. You get no love from me. That's what came to me. Like, you get no love from me, baby. Hey, Spice, you get no love, child. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not trying to do that. Anyway, let's get to the point. Oh. So basically, I was talking about the pseudo personality of the cult leaders. We got into all of this because a video went viral. What's it to you, Cheryl? What's it to you, baby girl? What's it to you, young one? What's it to you, little gal? Child, you don't want me to make the space 25 plus, babe. Because if I make the space 25 plus, a lot of y'all ain't gonna be able to come over. Thanks, Queen Spice. You know that one. You're gonna be able to come over her. Do you know what I mean? Like, what is going on, man? It is way past people them bedtime. Thanks, Spice. You get me? That's why I came on late, because I thought y'all mama would be telling y'all that you got gonna tuck you in tonight or whatever and read you your bedtime story. This is adult stuff. Thanks, Spice. This is grown folks conversation, yeah. You go head on to bed now. Let us get on with grown folks situation, and then we gonna call you tomorrow when you can come in. All right? Yeah. All right. Oh, King, did you block them? Big you up, man. Thank you, sweetie. So what I want to talk about today is the pseudo personality of the cult leader, because I had a bit of a revelation, yeah, when I was watching my content back about the uniforms, yeah. And basically I've been talking about the financial exploitation, this, that, and the third. The part 3 of the video is basically talking about like the uniforms, like how much the uniforms cost. And when I do content, guys, that's why I have to process it. I have to watch it. Like I have to like understand how to break that down and also process it, because remember, this is like I'm processing it as I'm doing it, because I'm just doing it like going in like I'm getting justice. I'm not processing it at the time. Then afterwards I process, oh my gosh, look pun UCKG. Did you not see what UCKG is doing up? My man's doing up stockings, little pearl chair, scarves. It's just crazy. They got their shop on there. No, chair. That's why people are like, to me, why are you concentrating on like these small time like cults and ministries and stuff? I should be concentrating on the big ones, because the point is, these guys are like Mercedes level is like billionaires, millionaires. The ones that are operating at their little level, like Charis and Jarrett, they're still raking in 6 figures, baby. Plus, the ones that are like in between that ain't huge, but they're like in between size, they're making millions. Then the bigger ones are making hundreds of millions. Do you get it? Guys, I've got the cup there, and I'm still gulping down the bottle like a man. I don't care. I don't care. You know them ones. As long as I get my 1 liter a day, that's all you should be focusing on. But do you see that this is exactly how they think? Oh, she's so, look at her drinking from the bottle, no decorum. But have you had your 1 liter a day? Because I definitely have. This is my 2nd bottle. So whilst you're there with a flare up, you haven't even had your 1 liter, and you're there judging me from drinking out of the bottle with my skin, because all I do is come on the lives and drink the bottle. Hallelujah. Praise God. Praise the Lord. You see, it's that kind of cognitive dissonance that guans in there. You get me? Love y'all. Oh, I just love a church gal. Don't you just? I just love those 304s, man. Seriously, like I love them so much. You know, that's why the uniforms are important, because a lot of these gal, they haven't even been like in a work fit. You know what I'm saying? Like a pencil skirt, like a, you know, like a classy fit. Because it goes, these people are going from one extreme to the other. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what that's what makes it like hyper religious, and then they go into like that psychosis, because it's like 4 or 5 months ago you were literally like just outside meeting guys in the club, and just every night it was just, you know, a different fun experience, you know, experiencing different cultures, different countries. Every single night you were getting an all-round flight to get me around the world, yeah, for those 6 months and beyond. And then when you come in the setting, now you're outside and you're doing up all of this. Do you get what I'm saying? And do you know, like, guys, there's literal people that have been in these cults, and they've been like GROOMED to like recruit people, because it's like they were doing that before. So then they do that in the cult, and they SLEEP with men to get them in the cult. It's wild. I've heard all types of stuff, man. Like, we can look at it from the very, like, you know, basic level to like the more extreme end of the spectrum of the things that they do up in here. And I just want to say that I just love these settings. You know, I think Christians are great people. As I always say, there's no love like Christian HATE. And we all, you know, we welcome it, because we love seeing the growth. I mean, the growth of these spaces, it's been absolutely wonderful. I mean, my cult had Catch the Anointing CTA, and oh, let me just put the picture up real quick, might as well, just quickly. It's inconvenient, but you know, it is what it is. Is it this one? I don't want to put up the wrong. Yeah. All right. So YouTube, you can never see. There's no point doing it up. But Instagram, there you go. So this CTA is like a ritualistic event that they have like every single year in like First Love Mustard Seed. I think it's all one now, Joe. Because they've been losing so many members. It's been like rapid. Oh, this background looks nice, isn't it? I think I might keep this up on TikTok, Joe. So they usually have it in the Lighthouse venue, but anyway, they changed it up to is it what the O2? It's a smaller venue, a lot smaller. The one in Lighthouse that we used to be in Camberwell, guys, in its glory days, yeah, they couldn't even fit in there. Like, they got the whole big balcony at the top, then there's like a bit at the bottom, then there's like another bit. There's like 3 levels, and then there's the stage, and then they got the bit all at the front. People used to be sitting on the floor at the stage. Guys, I've seen it so packed. These young'uns that have been there, you'd have to have been there for longer than 10 years to be able to understand what I'm saying, because you would have been there and seen it with your whole eyes. MSI and First Love merged. Did they? I knew there was talks of it, but my moles told me, no, maybe your moles told you that, because there's talks going in with the shepherds. There's talks behind the scenes, but I wasn't even going to reveal that, chair. But seeing as though you brought it up, you know them was. Yeah, all right. So Joker, that confirms, because my mole's been telling me the same thing. But do you know what, guys? I can't see your comments with this background. I'm going to change it. Hated sitting on the floor in a party. Ooh. Hey, Black Princess. You all right, babe? Wait, hold on. Let me put back up the same screensaver share. I got too many personal photos on here, so I'm really trying not to put one up by accident. You know, when I just get to adoring myself, I just take like pictures of myself. For my eyes only, you know, them ones. Guys, you have to do that, you know, for your eyes only. You got gal there sending it out to man. Do it and send it to yourself. Have a little private Fox folder, man. Who's gonna tell on theyself, chair? Unless you're one of these mogs, you know what I mean? They are always telling on their themselves, chair. All right, let's get into it, because I'm getting distracted. All right, let me move a bit. So, all right, the pseudo personality of the cult leader. So there is like this mandatory financial cash cow that they've got in all these church cults, yeah, and basically it's the uniforms. So what they do is they create these ministries, yeah, Oh my God, I've been recording myself all that time. Maybe it's been for a reason, by accident. So they have all these different ministries. Oh, what did I call them? There's a cult psycho ed name. I've forgotten it. But anyway, they create all these ministries and then they put people in there and then they've got the uniforms that go with the ministries. It's such a weird place, isn't it? When you deep it, it's so weird, isn't it? And everyone's got on their uniforms. Anyway, these uniforms are mandatory and there will be like a push. They'll be very pushy, like push you to get in the ministry. But the thing is, like in the beginning, because they're love bombing you, yeah, they'll be like they'll be like, oh, I'll get you the uniform, or you can borrow my skirt. The young ones are there, like literally bringing people like uniform and bags just so they can perform. Do you see what I mean? Do you see how crazy it is? Like you've got people in the church that can't afford to buy themselves like a £5, £10 skirt from Primark, and the young people are borrowing it. There's no funds. They're not. Why can't you buy the uniform? You're getting millions of pounds. It's supposed to be a charity. You lot, no matter what you say from that pulpit, you are registered as a charity by the Charity Commission. If you're not a charity, why are you registered like that? Because you lot are a tax-free haven. You're raking in millions of pounds, and you can't give something back to your members. What do they give back? Blessings, prayers. All right, do you know what? I get it, because I do love a prayer. And I do love an invisible blessing. I'm not going to lie. It's very addictive. So what I'm going to say is I acknowledge the invisible prayers and the blessing. So apart from that, what are they giving back? What are they doing for the communities? The communities that they go out and they recruit everybody and they do outreach and they do, what have they practically done for these communities? Because there's a lot of people who can't afford, especially the elderly. There's a lot of elderly when it's coming to why don't these churches ever do a winter, like an elderly drive, and go out and give them like top up their cars? They're not thinking like this, yeah. You're thinking about building all of these empires. Why? And then when a crisis like this happens, and you're losing members faster than you're able to recruit them and retain them. Now you're seeing that you need to have put something away for a rainy day. Hey, babe, welcome on YouTube. Like your leaders? Because remember, I said to you, money is not currency, JL. Because dad's buying everything now. Just like Toby, but it's not the same. It's not the same as like the people that support you. Like that's the supply. It's a certain supply that they need. Did you understand what I'm saying? Like from the members. That's why they don't like getting exposed, because even like the squeaky clean, you see like the reputation that they have where everyone sees them as like this really well-to-do, and then they're like really EVIL behind. That's also a form of supply for them. Don't you get it? Who's requesting? Because it's very hard for me to accept people tonight. Facts, and First Love is feeling it the most. Woo! Joker, is that you? Because if it's you, I'll add you. Because I feel like you might have some intel. But if it's not, don't feel... Who's requesting? Joker, let me know if it's not you. Say no in the comments, King, so I know. Yeah, I'm on TikTok, my love, and I'm on Instagram. Child, that's what I do. All right, yeah. So who's requesting and for what? All right. So let's get into it. So these uniforms are a big part of the ministries, okay? You have to get them. They're mandatory. I was a shepherd of the First Impressions ministry, which was the pastor's wife of the head pastor of London Apache, which is the main building that we own. It's a cathedral, and his wife. So I was doing I was like a PA for her, like an assistant. And so I used to like manage her ministries on top of all of mine, jail. So I used to go with her because I started becoming more behind the scenes to see what they do behind closed doors. So she would take me to all the factory outlets in Kent. So what are you trying to say? Are you a survivor? What can you contribute to this? You have to put it in the comments. She used to take me to the factory outlets in Kent for the M&S sales, and we used to get dresses as cheap as £2, sometimes £1, sometimes £3, and then she would sell like 2 for £30. I've got the spreadsheets, and actually at some point I will be exposing this. I've got the spreadsheets because I used to keep the spreadsheets and then put in how much people had paid me. So the young people were able to pay like £10 a month, and she'd be keeping tallies of it, you know, knowing that she bought these dresses for like £2. You can't just give the girl the dress. She gave a few free dresses to a woman because she doesn't have stay. And that's how they should know I'm not EVIL, because I could have called immigration on their ass. Do you know what? Do you know how many people, members they've got in there that don't have papers? And you're still in there, you're still in there in the cult smiling and posing for the pictures. These times you got no documentation. But I love that woman, I'm not gonna lie. She's so lovely. She's got such a good heart. She's such a sweet, pure soul. It's so sad. She's just in there looking after PKs. How is someone like that gonna get out? They've got no papers. They're living with a cult member, looking after people's kids, getting paid under the table. They were even asking me, do I have any jobs for her where I could pay her like to do like stuff? Very common in those types of settings, yeah. And then when you start talking about it, they start getting all funny, and it's like, hey, it's like, but this is what's going on in there. Like, I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. She would be like, oh, give this one to, and I remember the dress that she told me to give her. It like had a little rip in it, so she could sew it, guys. I don't even, like. So we got it like even cheaper, like more money off the ticket, because this woman would be in there getting more money off the ticket. Like, it's like the dress has gone down to like £3. She's still trying to get off an extra. I think that the way that they treat people in there is bad enough, yeah. Would that come under modern SIAV Ray? Oh, Lisa, I don't know what you mean, girl. And I think you're trying to write it in a way you probably can't even say it, can you? I don't know, babe. Healing GC, I don't know, but I experienced a lot of stuff in there, man, from the most minute details. When I just talk about it, it's just, everything is just so traumatic. It's just like how can this be more traumatic than my days of rolling with GMs? How? I've had a boyfriend that's unalived in police custody. My nan got disabled going in for routine surgery. Like, that's how you know, guys, by the time we come to these settings, we've already been through so much. And that's why we end up in the pit. Like, it's like lower than the gutter, man. Like, I think the most disturbing part is the way that they're trying to use the name of God, and they're just warlocks and wizards and witches, and I mean dark witches. I'm not here to demonize a certain group or whatever, but it is dark witchcraft and dark spiritual practices that's used in a lot of the occult and the hidden practices and things like that. We've had practitioners come in and tell us that the reason why they recruit and target young people is because they carry like a spiritual light, and so they like siphon the energy off them, and also they use our energy like a battery to like charge themselves up so that they can like build all these empires, because it's energetic. The real currency of the universe is energetic. That's why they got us in this matrix. Like the system, because this is also a self-sealing system. When you come on this live, get ready for it. Dun, 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 dun. I say I was at S. Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying now, Lisa. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what we are, man. We've got no freedoms. We've got no rights, babe. We've got no rights. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I've just got to try and keep it within the. But please put your comments there, because guys, I'm telling you, it's like there's a quiet storm bubbling. There's a quiet storm bubbling, child. Let's put on Quiet Storm. I do like that track, child. That's one of the best tracks, child. I used to love Mobb Deep. He used to love Mobb Deep. I used to think I was a little gangster there, I'm not gonna lie. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the greats, like Mobb Deep, like real life gangsters outside in these streets, man. Now we've got like Migos and Lil Nas and that, but back in my day, yeah, these ninjas were really outside in these streets. You get me? Like the 2000s were mad. Oh my god, I don't think you understand. The 2000s, the late 90s, early 2000s. Oof. Was an actual bloodbath chair. All right, let's get into it. So the pseudo personality of the members from the uniforms. Okay, so that's why they get them to wear uniforms. That's why they've got the ministries. Then they're making money off them through the uniforms. So they have a lot of these t-shirts when they're going on outreach. And the thing is, when you're higher up, basically they'll be buying the t-shirts for like, let's say £5, and then they'll sell them for £10, so double. And then they have a little office. So I used to manage the church office for the pastor. So I'm holding money. Like every time, so basically people would pay the uniform to me. Yeah, transfer the uniform for me. Then I would compile a spreadsheet, which I'm going to do a video for all of this. And then like on the spreadsheet, guys, you'll see it. And you know what the saddest part about it is? The woman that sent the spreadsheet to me is unalived. She unalived from cancer. When I tell you they worked this woman to the core, it's isn't it a similar story to Tammy, R.I.P. Remember from Charis where she got the same thing and had like 6 months to live? It was the same with this girl. Within 6 months, she was gone. That's the only reason I got in the position in the first place. Anyway, guys, I'm so sorry. It's just trauma. So when they were in arrears, one of the boxes, in Excel would be like red and then green. So I could follow through, and then I'd have to follow up people and ask them when they're paying for the money, so forth. So I would be holding the money, and I would pay back like the pastor. But she was making the money. That wasn't even going into the coffers. She was just getting it. She was just pocket changing it. And then sometimes I would pay for uniforms, sometimes I wouldn't, because I'd be doing all of the stuff, behind the scenes. Here we go again. And then they'll be judging me for listening to my little Mobb Deep and Lil Kim, and this is literally what's keeping me sane. Guys, there's a real spiritual WAR in the cut, yeah? Like, we're really going to start going into some real spiritual WAR. If anybody comes across this video, yeah, and you're like, you class yourself as a prayer warrior, you're a spiritual practitioner, you might be something in Buddhist, Hindu, I don't know, there's loads of different spiritual practices, religions, beliefs out there. Whatever it is that you do up, whatever spiritual practice you have, as a collective, just as one in this consciousness to raise, of like unity and love, and like a new system of change. Please do like include that in your spiritual practices, intentions, prayers, whatever. Because if I say they are all one of the same kind, oh my God. All right, you do up what you're doing, babe. You do up what you're doing, and I'll do up what I'm doing, and let's see. Wagwan. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say, because I don't, I'm not here to chat no more, because I'm waking up now. There's that, there's a spiritual power. That's why we're the collective. You get it? It's not physical, because physically it might look like there's more there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like in the physical and the 3D, but it's not about the physical. It's about how like powerful you are in the spirit. And a lot of us lot here on this earth, we've suffered. We've had trauma. We have suffered. We've been in survival our whole life. Just surviving. But do you know what? It's made us kind. It's made us resilient. It's made us pure-hearted. Those are the people, them, that are high-ranking, I believe, in the spiritual realm, like the ones who have gone through a lot here. So these man, them, living large, getting in the money, pampered, preach, coming to act like they're listen, they ain't got no power in the realm of the spirit. They're like a homeless man, like poor, like they've got nothing. They're absolutely defenseless. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So that's why it's like I'm trying to get people to like know who they are. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we need to know who we are, man. We need to wake up now, because they've had too much power for too long, the dark forces. And the internet has connected us in a way that hasn't been possible before. I love it. I think it's brilliant. Especially, I've said to you, for people with like disability, like social anxiety, people, like, it gives everybody a chance to connect and get some sort of like social interaction. Imagine if we didn't have these apps during this time, guys, a lot of stuff would have been going on. I'm not gonna lie. There's a war going on outside. You can run, but you can't hide forever. Imagine this is, come on. We done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look. You shook. Halfway crook. So my part of town is similar to Vietnam. Did you not know where do you not know where the Vietnam reference comes from? Don't ever get it twisted, yeah. It's real outside in these streets, baby. And then people want to come and have some chat for me and be asking this, that, and the third. Oh, baby, relax. Sit back and relax. Yeah. Sit back and relax. All right. I had to disassociate for a little bit, guys, because this is so traumatic. Imagine I was a part of that. Like buying the uniforms and people struggling, like people who don't even have any stay. I'm just like collecting the money. It's like because it's like you're going to do what the cult wants you to do by any means necessary. And so do you see that's where people are like setting up fake charities or putting their name down. Ooh, this is a bit of tea quickly, but I'm going to get content out on it. I went to go and pre the First Love charities commission. I don't even know why I went on the company's house thing. Anyway, Yavela's resigned, or she's no longer like CEO or director, whatever it is. And another girl, I'm going to put out some content about this. But do you see how when the exposure's going up and we're talking about all of these things that are happening, you get me with like First Love, like there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, guys, that you're not aware of. I'm not going to say. They know that people be on there, you know what? People are on them, man. They got. Do you know how much stuff they've done to people, Chair, worldwide? So now all of a sudden, Yavela's name's off the paperwork. So they're starting to take like their precious, you know, like their Nepo babies off the paper. And I think it's quite good because I need to do like a bit of content on the Nepo baby. Actually, I've just seen the connection. I'm gonna do the connection on the Nepo baby, and then I'm gonna put in this part about the company's house, because I think it's not coincidence, you know, that since they've been getting absolute exposure to another level, all of a sudden Richard's precious daughter's name's off the paperwork. Smells a bit fishy, innit? Like gone off fish. Don't you think, Joker? Anyway, let's get back into the uniform. So they've got you in the ministry now. You're paying for this uniform, however they're doing it up. In UCKG, it costs hundreds. In Caris's uniforms, just another level. Do you know what I mean? They've got a tailor. They just do it. It's great. Like they just look, and I love it. I love that aesthetic. I love the, you know, like the very kind of like you know, the early 2000s, like circa 2006/7. Like, you know, very auntie fit, given, you know, beautiful A-line skirts, absolutely stunning. The A-line, the peplum look, very fitted at the top, and then the skirts are just coming out, you know, given like very, you know, first lady at a wedding, you know, mid-50s. I love that look. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's UCKG is crazily expensive. Yeah, it is. It's up. Did you see the content I've put out, my love? I've put up some of the, and these were just a few. Yeah, very classy, isn't it? Isn't it, Lucia? Very classy. Yeah, so you've got, you know, like women who are, you know, in their early 20s and dressed in this beautiful, very mature fit, not giving, you know, the old, what is it, old money aesthetic. It's more like circa 2000, you know, beautiful auntie, you know, just come over here and just exploring fashion. And I'm just going to tell you the truth. That's what it's giving. Because my first lady, that was like her aesthetic for too fat. But it's like, you know, like as people get older, like they have like a glory era. So for me, you know, that's why I stay in 2000s, because that's what works for me. You know, like as you get older, I'm trying to explain to you what the older women do. They kind of like, you know, and that's the kind of aesthetic that I see mixed in Caris. Do you know what I mean? They're like mini hours. It's like a very perfect, like a lot of makeup, like quite heavy makeup, but I think she likes that polished, very like clean look with the makeup. But again, and that's quite unusual to see in cults, you know, like them wearing so much makeup and having the wig and having it's quite unusual. But again, it's unusual in these types of settings. But oh god, I've got to fix myself, guys, because I feel like I'm going to expose myself in these type of settings. Yeah, but it's not unusual for them to be dressed like the first lady. Does that make sense? So in our cult, the first lady is not the most I want to say I don't think fashion's her thing. Yeah, Fashion's not her thing. He has a lot of their uniform. What do you mean? Yeah, and I know UCKG is really expensive, isn't it? The coat's like hundreds of pounds. They've got everything: coat, socks, earrings. I was really surprised to see it when I went on their scarf. I just thought, oh my god, like UCKG is just another level, man. It's just another, and there's a lot of UCKG survivors. I can't even lie, and they've been the most open. Like the UCK, I love the UCKG survivors. They're absolutely lovely. Um, all right. So what I want to highlight with these uniforms, yeah, is that the uniforms is a part of it, because remember, we identify, oh Holy Spirit, please help me to explain this. We identify the ministries, the people that are connected or are in those ministries to the uniforms. Okay, what everybody is aspiring to be is a leader, pastor, something in these settings, because they indoctrinate you through this pyramid scheme, pyramid, what is it called, pyramid scheme, in it, that they have in there, where there's a lot, it'll be a lot of like ranking positions, very like you know, like very manager, top heavy, micromanaging people. It's like a toxic work environment, very unhealthy and toxic. So a lot of the people in there, they're working in local authority, very very boring, strenuous, the same thing, you're doing the same thing every day. It just sucks the energy out of you, because a lot of people are working in local authority because they need jobs where they can serve God, like do all the work of the ministry. So it has to be a job that's Monday to Friday and that ends at 5, because from 5 you still need to be able to get an hour to church. So people are giving up certain positions, doing certain jobs. So that's why people leave like creative arts and, you know, like chasing their dreams and stuff like that. But the age of the internet has made it so you can be at, you know, 20, 100 different places at 100 different times if you've got the technology. So they're having to like change and amend and, you know, soften the rules and be more worldly to fit in, because if they're not with the time of what's happening right now, they get left behind like Catholicism. But what the mega church has done is, because of the pride and ego of the leaders, they said, we're not sitting down, we're not going to unalive. So they've just sold themselves. And people have become addicted to this style of, you know, the way that they speak and these invisible, it's very, it's just narcissism. Like, not, that's why you have to be educated. It says, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. Like, if you see these guys that are claiming to be prophets and apostles, it's like, come on, man, give me a break. It's just giving psychosis. All right, so let me get to the link of what I was talking about. Yeah, do you lot think I should restart? What's your thoughts on TikTok? Because I've been on for 42 minutes now. So everybody's remember, they life map for you. So everybody in there is going to want to be a leader. If they don't want to be a leader of some kind, they'll be heavily involved. So they might be more behind the scenes, you know, doing events. They might be doing lights, and they might not be like, you know, like out there doing leading and bringing people to the cult and things like that. But they will have a leadership position in the cult. It might be head of a department, head of, you know, lights and multimedia or whatever. I'm going to restart the live if you want to come back on, guys. YouTube and Instagram, I'm going to stay here. All right, it's fine. And I had a feeling it was all right, but I said, let me just restart. Do you know what? It's better to be safe than sorry. It's better to be safe than sorry, Chair. Give me a second, YouTube. I'm so sorry. I know this is inconvenient, Chair. But in order for me to maintain the space, and YouTube, thanks for being on. I hope you're enjoying the live. If you're a troll, welcome. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking to myself, so, you know, you can be here, you can be around. So as I was saying, they've got all these ministries, and then basically like they're raising up people to be committed, to be established. But then the ultimate goal is like to be a leader of some kind, to be a pastor, to be a head of something, to be leading, because it's all about bearing fruits in there. And so they move so far away from Galatians. We're just in a completely different religion by this point. Because now you need to show your fruits. You need to bear the fruits. You need to show the investment that's been made into you and poured into you from the cult leader. So we want to see evidence of the oil. What's come out of you? We've been preaching to you for years. The same messages over and over again. You've been coming, you've been coming, you're coming and listening to the same messages over and over again, and you are getting polished and polished and polished, and what are you doing with the word? What are you doing with the word that is being sown into you? And then they'll go into like maybe parables of the soul, whatever. So they'll be there like making you feel like so do you see that your worth and your value becomes tied to bringing these souls, recruiting people to come in the cult? It's like a PIMP and a schmegs worker that has to get clients, that has to bring clients in. And then if the PIMP is not happy, that's why I said it's spiritual, you know what? Because that's how the pastors are moving. That's how the leaders are moving, child. They're moving like that. Yeah. I took it to a T and became RADICAL. Yeah, that's usually how it happens, Joker. The same with me. When you take it to heart, innit, like literally. And do you know what, Joker? You and me, we might be like neurodivergent. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because the neurodivergent people, the only people that I see like going in like hard, like still there, like proper hype leaders, they are the neurodivergent people that are left. You know, of the leaders. That's why I think I was in there for so long as well, because I took things literally. Like I was taking the doctrine literally, like what Dag was saying, literally, jail. And you that's when you'll burn out. You'll unalive yourself doing it. Absolutely mad. Can someone pin that? Because you know what? I think I'm going to put that in the book. Can someone pin that? Because it's, do you know what? I think that is so key what he said, you know. Thanks, babe. Yeah. Took it to a T and became radical. That's exactly what happens. That's the thin line between those getting like swallowed up in it. Do you know what I mean? Becoming severely and heavily indoctrinated to the point where they'll say, okay, jump. They're saying how high. Do you know what I mean? It's like that. Like you are following every single order. You're absolutely gone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like that's how deep it gets in there. Like that's the depth. It is all about instructions and rules. And that's what he's talking about. The instructions, the rules. Joker, please correct me if I'm wrong. The orders, the rules, the instructions, the tasks, it is absolutely endless. And you will keep going because they exploit us. That's why they'll have us in there from 7 a.m. till 3 a.m. the next morning. They don't care. They don't care. Work for the Lord. And the thing is, it's cyclical ABUSE, because the leaders, the mogs, the whatever, they've been there and they've done that and they've worn the t-shirt. It is the tune in there, I can't lie. It's nice to have on a bit of 90s, you know, like tunes, because that's really when good music stopped in it, let's be honest. Do you get what I'm saying? The only because Cleo's like Cleo, you know, Cleo Soul, she's that timeless voice. She's like a Sade of our time, isn't it, really? I know that's a big thing saying that, but I do love Cleo, I'm not gonna lie. She is like a Sade of our time though. She is, because you know we get them British, them iconic ones like every so however many years. She's that, man. God, I love Cleo Soul, man. I can't wait to see that Queen, yeah. Oh my God, I'm gonna be a fan, yeah. But I'm still gonna try and play it cool though. Watch me, I'm gonna be there bawling. Know that you are loved. I'm just gonna be bawling. Like, do you know how that woman's tunes? When I first came out of the cult, I couldn't listen to nothing. I felt everything was a sin. All the worldly music's been demonized to me. I've given up my dream of singing in the world, you know. So I'm not coming back to worldly music because I gave that all up. But the gospel music now is giving me PTSD. Oh my God, I don't think you lot understand, man. How I did lose my mind. I've lost my mind over and over again. That's why I think I was able to survive it. You know, like if you're a first timer to this, you know, like if you're a newbie, it might take you out, chair. Do you know what I mean? If you've been like in Cottonmore and then you come to the realization, like, Ross, I'm in the cot, you know, it might take you out. But when you've been, all you know how to do is survive. In it, Lucia, when you've been surviving, chair, when you've been outside in these streets, baby, it's like, oh my gosh, I want unalived again. All right. Oh God, I've got to glue all these pieces again. It's so tiring. You know, when you've been through so much trauma, you just become desensitized. You're just like, oh my God. But do you know what? It helps you to get like a shield, like to protect yourself. Because it's like you can see different types of people like a mile off. You can sniff them. You're like a hound dog. So guys, it hasn't been in vain, man. It ain't been in vain. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it ain't been in vain. They ain't got them kind of senses. They're cut off from all types of common sense. Your sense of common sense, your senses, the feel, the touch, the sniff, your spiritual sense. They're cut off. Yeah. Woo! Don't let certain things that we say go over your head, like robotic, offline, this, that, and the third. These are real phrases, yeah. These are things that are really happening and be happening outside in these CC streets. They're outside in these streets walking, they're in autopilot. You get me? But then they try and make you feel like you're cray-cray when you sense something. Woo! That's a good one, making us challenge our sanity. Yeah, let me do you know what, YouTube? I know this is a bit ghetto, yeah, but I've just got to bring you up for a minute. Oh, do you know what, man? May the Lord God bless me with technology, oh, in the name of Jesus. All right, and then when you try to say, like, you know, like go with your instinct or your intuition, they'll be gaslighting you and making you feel like you've lost your marbles, all right? And it's that constant, like, questioning of self that turns people off. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you're constantly questioning yourself because you know that this is happening, but they are telling you otherwise. Like, for example, it could be something like I'll give you an example. My sister was in the kitchen, yeah, and the dish fell, yeah. Guys, this was like a big Pyrex dish, yeah, and it thinged her whole ankle. The girl could barely walk. It was such a deep cut. I'm gonna get her to share the picture so I can show you. Look, guys, this girl was still coming to the setting on Sunday limping. And even the pastor was like, sent her home. Like, that's how bad it is. But it's like work. It's like it's like work. Like, people are getting paid their monthly. Oh. My sister actually had like a minor injury where she needed to get tended to. And because you know, when you're in there, the women are like stone. They don't feel. They're completely disconnected from all types of femininity. Them women are stone cold. It takes a lot for them to cry in there as well, boy. They are like soldiers. So I was like, come on, just get up, just go to church. You know, I was doing that. That's how they are. No mercy, boy. Oh, God, it's so, do you know, it's so triggering when I talk about it because I think back to the days I was like that, man, and I think, who was I? Like, who was that person? It wasn't me. Do you know how that is? Like, guys, it is possession, you know. You don't own your life anymore. You become owned by the cult leader, by somebody else. They literally tell you to sit, you sit, stand, you stand, clap, you clap. And for those people that are coming on Sunday or just started, it's farmers. But when it turns into you're just on this reoccurring, so it's just a revolving door, it's the same thing all the time, and you can't get out, you're trapped. It's like being in a nightmare. It's like being in a nightmare, like a bad dream that you can't wake. And it's all you know. And they GROOM you so young, like just from like a kid, man. Look at most of us in our 30s, yeah. Like, we're still kids, man. We're young adults, yeah. They had us. They were putting a spell on us to think that 30 was old. So sad how they change people till they're unrecognizable. You know what, Paris? That's what I think people find the most shocking, seeing the change from when I was in the cult till now. Hi, cuz. You all right, fam? If people knew me from before, like even the survivors, that they're finding it hard to process because it's like a completely different person. It's like it becomes so real. Imagine knowing me and being in ministry with me and really knowing me, and then now it's like, and you're still in the cult, and now imagine how surreal that must feel. Imagine how surreal that must feel. That's crazy. I wouldn't be able to help myself. I would have been going on and listening, like, you know, in secret, and they can't stop it. They can't stop it. So what I'm saying is, there are people that were close to me. They're not going to be down for that ministry like that. They'll be in there because they got their husband out of it. There's certain gal, if they weren't in there, they would never have a husband like that. Are you mad? Never. Guys, you have women that are in there that are V's. They've never had a real boyfriend. Then that's their first boyfriend, and the first person that they've lost it with is this guy that they're with. And then they've got low self-esteem. They don't think that they're anything. They're with this guy. He's a good-looking guy. They got low self. Do you know how toxic all of that is? And they present it as a good change. Even the way you speak now is so different. It's crazy. Yeah, you see, even the accent, I wouldn't even, because you take on another accent. Yeah, and they sell it to people like it's a good change, but anyone can do it. Charities can do it. They take in the homeless, put them on a course, put them up somewhere to stay. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not the Holy Spirit. It's just different tactics like manipulation, control. The only reason why people are able to get off the drugs, stop selling because they get the same adrenaline rush. That's why the man them that do up the so-called street evangelism, they're like guys who were from the streets. I can see it. Or guys who were is that all of that back bit showing? Share guys off the streets, or guys that were in and out in the criminal system. You can tell they get the same, because those kind of guys, they can't, like, I couldn't imagine Jesse like in Caris or First Love, like following all them rules. And do you know what I mean? Because they're natural born, you know, REB, natural born rebels at heart. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they would be doing up all of that. And it's all about taming the lion. It's all about, you know, taming the rebelling people. That's all it's about, making them look like civil citizens, because then they can sell it. It's all promo, and then they use us to sell us. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you're in one of these settings, I just see you as a seller. I'll just keep it real. I don't have no respect. I don't put no respect on your name, unfortunately. You know, I'm just not willing to discuss anything yet. It's just not my vibe. It's not my vibe what they do up in there, how they treat people, how they make you feel. You know, they don't go by feelings. They go by instructions and laws and orders. But I go by feelings because that's one of the things that they really demonize it in there. Like, I go by my feelings. I go by my gut, my heart. Do you know what I mean? It's brought me this far, chair. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing up. So that's why it's not a vibe. Do you get what I'm saying, babe? That's what we're doing up. Like Carpe Diem 2025, man. The way the world's going, we don't even know how much longer we're going to be here for. Do you know what I mean? We're just like, oh, whatever now. Do you know what I mean? Anything could happen. The aliens could come and all present themselves, and it could be on the news, and we just be like, oh, okay, just another day. Just one of them days that a girl goes through when she's angry inside. Don't want to take it out on you. I just want to be all alone. Just one of them days. It would just be one of them days. That's all, baby. The aliens ahead. Just one of them days. All right. So now I've given you a little bit of the foundation and the groundwork for what was going in these settings with the uniforms. You understand it's a high control environment, right? So once you're in the ministry, social conformity, you want to fit in with people, this, that, and the third. So now when you're in there, it becomes your whole life. You've given up your hobbies, you've given up your friends, you've done everything that the cult leader said. You're not seeing your family. They've become your new family. Now you want to start to raise up the rank, because that's how they get you. Then they're like, you have to rise up the rank. We have to see your fruits. Remember, the fruits isn't Galatians 5:22 anymore. It's bringing people to the cult. It's you becoming a pastor, you becoming a shepherd. That's what becomes their fruits. That's what they're asking me. Where are your fruits? They don't give a damn that I'm advocating for women that have been great and essays. Do you understand what I'm saying? They don't care about Lucia. Have you seen that girl Coco? Girl, please don't let gal like that even comment, Lucia. Guys, let's not be letting gal like that comment. You know, I just love y'all. Honestly. Thank you so much. Thanks for doing that up, guys. Thanks for showing her a warm welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Coco, sweet and sour. All right. So along with the positions and the rankings and the this, that, and the third, there are instructions and rules. In my cult, the cult leader is absolutely obsessed with being a best-selling author. The books are absolute human fecal matter. So do you see how smart he is? Do you see? That's why when they're like, oh, do you think? Of course he knows what he's doing up, babes. It's too intricate. It's too organized. It's like organized crime. It's too organized. That's why I said to you, there's different levels to this ish. He's not a backdoor shotter. He's not a guy at low level. Like, you know, shot in like little drawers. That's not what he's doing up. Like this is organized crime, chair, on a big level, spiritual, on a big level. Leah, add that in the book. Because as you know, I'm using these live spaces as almost like a think tank so it's a think tank of great minds, great, intelligent, genius minds all coming together energetically to, you know, help me to write this book. A space to help me write the book. Because obviously, as you know, as a survivor, I can't write conventionally. Even as I'm writing the book, it's speech. That might be because of my neurodivergence though as well. Like obviously and you know, when I see the people them and they assess me, I'll be telling them all about this because I just can't really write anymore. It's just the trauma. I'm not hoping, what it's gonna be is on my birthday next year, so January, the end of January, I'm gonna do a joint divorce party, birthday, and book launch. No, not book launch. That's it. That's very triggering. Oh God. Introduction of the book. Oh God, book launch chair. Woo! That just gave me shivers. Like, girl, why did you say that? Oh, guys, that's giving me PTSD. I'm gonna need a second. Oh, God, that's, you know, that has just put me off writing the whole book. All right. Yeah, like a triple thing, innit? And then I'm hoping like survivors is, you know, everybody's got January in their mind, and then survivors that are a bit far can come back. You know, it can be like it could be really litty. Ah, yes, girl. In the car. All right, guys, like up the live. I like this vibe tonight. I'm so glad I took the time to just rest and whatever, so I could really come in and just break it all down, because I've been getting so many downloads, man. I think I'm gonna have to get together a little, like, there's so much stuff. Anyway, I'm not gonna, let me stick to the point, because you know what I'm like, I've always got a million things going on in my head. I want to try and keep these lives a little bit more coherent. All right, so do you see that they've created the ministries, they've created the uniform attached to these, then they created the rank and the positions and the, you know, like the pyramid scheme within the cult, within the ministries. There's ranking and positions, and everyone will be fighting for the ranking. They're like crabs in a bucket, like in the ministries, and then it goes outside of that, and then it's like pastor of pastors, reverend of reverend. It's mad, man. Some mad system, man. You see how I'm acting? This is traumatic. I'm gonna have to go and get some Mackie D's, guys. I'm gonna go soon. Let me go and eat something and come back in it, because I haven't even eaten properly. And but do you know what? This is good, because this is making me want to eat. Because I was feeling really sick earlier, but now it's doing something to me where I'm like, I need to get some time. I need to go and eat. I might even go and sit in Mackie D's. You know them ones. Everything goes to the cult lord. Yeah. Oh, I love you lot so much. I'll come back on. I'll come back on, man. You lot are so lit, chair. Even yesterday, I was missing you lot, man. There was no reception in the place, chair. You know, Harrow. Do you know what? Yeah, I really want these evangelists to go to Harrow, chair. When I was there, I was like, you lot had to be walking around like this. I was like, what's going on in Harrow? What's going on in Harrow, chair? And then I remembered my little days when I was living in Harrow, because you know what? You see, because I said I'm from West, yeah, but there's no housing in West, innit? There's like a housing shortage. So whenever we get placed, we usually get placed in East London, or we get placed in like further deep into like Northwest, or like the border, like going into like, we're almost going into Watford, you know, like how they just want to get us out the ends. They just want to ship us out, chair. You know what I'm saying? It's either Birmingham or Manny, or they're shipping us out to like deep into Northwest, like Cunch. Like it's like y'all are out there. Do you get what I'm saying? So I forgot how bad Harrow is, because Harrow is a mixture, chair, of different. You get a lot, like Harrow is just a mixture of a lot of different people that have been placed there for different reasons, chair, and a lot of vulnerable people in that area as well. Chair, I had to be walking around like certain man them thinking, like I was thinking, like it almost gives the vibes like someone's gonna try and ROB me, you know, like that vibe. But you know, if you're a civilian and you haven't been about that life, you won't be able to clock certain characters. But the energy was mad. Like I was really looking over my shoulder. Like, you know, at a point I had my hair up like this. I was walking around. I was just like, everyone's on a mad thing. Like they're on some mad vibe in there, boy. I was like, what vibe is this? Like Harrow is like some mad vibe. Lord Jesus. I just said to myself, ooh, don't think I'll be coming around these bits, but they've gentrified it a lot. And if you're a civilian, you'll be fine with it. You'll like it up there. Do you know what I mean? But I was just clocking the energy, man. And I was like, Ross. Said this ain't a bit of me, man. That's not the part my sister lives in, though. Thank God, chair. Because that. Whew. Anyway, all right, let's get back into it. So the ministries have ranking leadership positions. So do you see that they've indoctrinated everyone to want to be this leader? Because remember, and then they're saying that that's fruits. So the fruits become being a leader, having these souls. Do you see where the cult jargon comes into it? My sheep, my souls. So people think that winning souls for Christ is fruit, when it's patience, long suffering, etc., etc. Yeah. So it doesn't. But how they manipulate people, and I'm going to show you how they manipulate people through the fruits of the Spirit, because it's something that we really need to understand, because they do it up a lot. The way that they'll sell it is like you are bearing the fruits, and this doesn't happen. They'll be saying that they're giving these pastors or whatever opportunity to bear fruits through the ministry. So they will bear fruits through love, long suffering, but all this, it's just a cash cow. It's just all about bums on seats equals points, because they got to get the souls in. But it takes you a long time to click. That's why I'm out speaking, so people can clock on earlier. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I don't care. Because for some, I was in there for 18 years, babe. Everyone's got a time and a season. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't stress myself. I need to get everybody out. When you've got that mind, you're in psychosis. There was a survivor that went into psychosis and was like saying she was going to save everyone. That's when I started getting a bit concerned, because if you've got that mindset, then you're going to go mad, because you can't do that. Do you know? You're not God. You can't. There's no one. We can't save no one. That's why they're in religious psychosis. They've got to be in a religious psychotic state to be doing what they're doing. Do you get it? That's why when you leave, you fall apart. It's like you're waking up to the truth of what the situation is. That's why I said to you, lot, some people would not be able to survive mentally. They won't be able to cope with the realizations. I've said to you, there are people in there with 5 generations of their family. There are people, their mums in there, their dads in there, all their siblings are in there. Then these people have grown now. They've got kids, grandkids. Where are they going? They think that because in your psyche, you think you're going to destroy your child's life. Like if you walk out, you leave, then it's like you're leaving your child. Where's your child going? Your child's been in there since birth. The second-gen cult members. This is like lives destroyed. It's not easy to get out of these settings, Chair. It's not easy, man. Like I said to you, that girl that hasn't got the stay, she's living in a cult member's house. She gets money from doing like odd jobs, like menial jobs in people's houses, like other congregation. How is someone like that supposed to get out? Practically lives in the cult. How is someone like that supposed to get out? And how is someone like that supposed to be supported to get out of one of these spaces? Do you see what I mean? That's why it's not really about like the laws. Yeah, we need to get a change, this, that, and the third. But you know, I don't know, man. This is what I'm saying. There's just so many layers to it. I just want to get it out there. I just want to try and get it out there, man. And hopefully, like, the conversations will get going. Different conversations will get going in different arenas and spaces and places. Oh, you're feeling it, Prince. Big yourself up, man. And the conversations have been getting going, because I don't need the glory for it. Yes, I'd like recognition. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Look, I put work into this chair. And I feel like I deserve to get recognized for the work that I do, because I'm not trying to be like them in the car. I'm not lying. I'm putting in this work, and I'm disabled. I've got, you know what I mean? And I'm still trying to push and do what I got to do. Like I put my name on it, man. I'm not here. Big up myself. You got to pick up yourself, man, and appreciate your accomplishments and your achievements. That's what they take away from you. Thanks, Rakeem. Big you up, man. They take that away from you, your autonomy to think, to even just credit yourself. Do you know what that does? By saying, oh, I look nice today. Well, yeah, you did that, girl. Like, yeah, like you did that. They're never hearing that. They're never getting that. Everything's God. Oh, yeah, thank the Lord. Like the fake humility. Oh, praise God. Like, it's just fake in there, Jer. Yeah, I've lived it. I've breathed it. I was there for 18 years, and I'm a fast learner. I get things quickly. And because they like people fast in there doing things like, and I'm sure I think I'm probably autistic and ADHD, to be honest. And I would just get things done, and you know what I mean? And then I was grieving at the same time. So I was running from self as well. I was running from my past. I was running from self. I was running from, you know, I don't know what's going on with my hair on hair chair. I don't care. I was running from South. I was just on the run. Do you understand? Yeah. Oh, you definitely have ADHD. Me too. 100%. A lot of us got kicked out of school as well. I feel like every person that had undiagnosed ADHD probably got kicked out of school or somewhere at some point. Do you know what I mean? It's very hard for us to like, like respect authority as well. Whatever diagnosis, it's very hard for us to respect authority. And I think that's why I'm supposed to be coming on here with Amina to talk about it and like gangs and stuff and neurodivergence and the link. We still got to do that live. But then I had my breakdown. Do you remember? And I wasn't doing any, I was just doing lives, like just coming on. Do you remember you lot when I had that breakdown? When I was coming on with all my regrowth. Yeah. Woo! Child, I don't even know how I survived, how I came out without trying to do something, guys. Only God knows, mate. Only God knows, man. And when I came out on the other side, I shared my content and it went viral. I couldn't believe it. But I will say praise be to God for that one, yeah. So I told him his mom, his mom was LOL. Oh, is that the one when you were commenting? I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know if your whole comment came out. All right, guys, let me just do the intro of this. Then I'm gonna go and get my MacDs and see how I feel. Let me keep it real. But I think I probably will come back on because but you know what? The kids are on holiday. So I don't have that pressure of like doing the school run because the school run, it takes me out, man. I'm not even lying. Like, oh God, I just do it for my girls. Do you know what I mean? I just push myself to do it for my girls. It means I can't have any type of life or go out much or whatever, but I just do it for my girls, man. I save the best of me for them girls, them kids, I try and make sure everything's I give them my best. It's not perfect. It's, I would have wanted a lot more, but I give them my best. And I tell myself every day, you've given them your best. Oh, thanks for the follow, Rakeem. You've given them the best, and that's all you can do. And I'm just every day, I'm praying, I'm saying, oh God, please let the eldest one like me. Because when they get to this age, it's like whether they like you or not. When they start to get to teenage, oh God, I'm praying. I'm like, God, please let her see me as the cool mum. Do you know what I mean? Like the hippie mum, the cool one. That's why I'm trying not to put, like, I put things and boundaries in there, but I'm also trying to be, like have the trust and have the, because I can't lose my little girl, man. That would absolutely break me. It would destroy me. Oh my God, my kids are all I've got, I can't even. Do you know what? The thought of it is driving me mad. That's why I'm having to do up a lot of like retrospection because I'm looking at my child. It's not a child. I'm just like, this child is turning into a teen. I'm like, ah! All right, I had to get that out. All right, let's get back into it, guys. I needed to release it. All right, you know what, you lot? I think should I just go and get the Mackie D's now so that I can come back? That's probably what I should do, innit? What do you lot reckon? Oh, I don't want to be too, because I've slept for the whole day. Oh my God, guys. It felt like I hadn't slept for months and I kept waking up. Like in a daze. Yeah, get it now. Yeah, all right. Yeah, they changed so much in it. I'm going to go and get it now. Layla's right. Hey, girl. Layla, what are we supposed to speak? Oh, you lot have to allow me, man. I'm a mess. I'm all over the place. I'm going in my robe. Let me just quickly go in my robe. I'm just going to go in my robe, go get it real quick, come back, eat it, have a little eat up, and then I'll come back on. Even if I just do half an hour, guys, because I've got to say this. Guys, there's so bloody much. Let me see if I can find some of my quotes quickly. God's been giving me some mad... Look, yeah. So the other day I was like, because I've just been sleeping a lot, but being in and out of sleep, and then I'm hearing things. So this was something I heard. Because I was thinking about, okay, I can forgive, but I'm not gonna forget. Do you know what I mean? So this is a quote: "In time, I will learn to forgive, but for an eternity, I will remember." I'm gonna say that again. So I'm gonna start doing some nice little, like things on Canva, like just putting stuff out like that and doing a little bit more of spoken word. And I also want to put it out there for survivors. Oh yeah, I also had I had a dream that I put out. I was putting out my book and I said to the survivors, it's just come to me now. I put out a thing for all survivors that do spoken word or, like poetry or rap or whatever that could, you know, submit, and I could put the poetry in the book. How crazy is that? Anyway, I've got, guys, there's a lot happening. There's a lot of stuff we've got coming up. So how I'm gonna do it all, I don't know. But all right. And then I started to think about like civilization and capitalism and how it's like destroyed our world, and, you know, pollution, environmental, you know, environmental factors. I don't know, like when you become closer to God, you do start to care about the planet. You do start to care about Mother Earth. You do start to care about these things. Yeah, thanks, Licia. So I put her in a pursuit to become so civilized, we've become uncivilized. Do you agree, Faith? And on that note, this is a bloody classic, man. Let me go and turn this up. We're gonna outro on this. Are you mad? What? What? QB? What? You lot? Nas is the realest have ever done it, yeah. Ain't nobody realer than Nas. Nas is the last living legend alive, baby. We gonna teach you today, yeah. You lot, quick fun fact, we're gonna outro on this. I'm gonna go and get my Mackie D's, yeah. Listen to this, but I don't support what they support. It's just because of the financial situation I find myself again in, because of the CULT. If I weren't in this situation, I would have been able to order in freshly organic produce and have a chef cooking for me. That's even if I was with somebody like them that I was dealing with. Yeah, they've made it now. It's all right. Anyway, I've let go of it, guys. I've let go of it. I'm not gonna do it up. All right, love you, TikTok. I'll see you soon. Put on your notifications, man. All right, you lot. Bye, YouTube. I love ya. I'll see you in about an hour. Insta.